Well, we got out here to the Black Hills last night, mid-May, a little later than we'd have liked to have been out here, but quite frankly, we're in the apparently the Chinese year of pandemic here. Nothing was open. Deadwood itself is just slowly starting to reopen, but the area that we're in, we came down just before dark last night and saw a number of birds, mostly males grouped up together. I'm not a turkey expert. I would guess that the hens are nested up, and they were super talkative. They responded to every darn thing and gobbled their fool head off. Got here this morning, thought it'd be a fairly easy deal to pull a few in, and quite frankly, we've heard one bird gobble far in the distance, barely even heard that. So with that, we're going to get a little more aggressive here. We're going to run around and see if we just can't find a few birds, maybe set up, see if we can't pull them in. At the very least, we're going to take in a bunch of great scenery. We'll showcase that, and we're actually going to follow up this Black Hills hunt with a prairie hunt, which is a totally separate deal just off of the hills, West River, South Dakota. And that's more of hunting draws, that type of thing. So we're going to give you two different looks at what South Dakota has to offer. And the nice thing about it is, just in this general area with the hills and the surrounding prairie, there's well over 2 million acres of public ground that's huntable. So you don't need access to private ground. This is a real low-cost affair. I definitely encourage you to come out. I'm novice, but like I said, we had birds talking to us last night. They will respond, plenty of birds, and hopefully we can put one on the ground and show you what they look like. On a string. Wow, this just goes to show you I'm novice as all get out, and we just did a little piece where we're talking about leaving and gonna run around, be aggressive. We got to the truck, didn't even get the stuff put away, heard one gobble a couple 100 yards away. We left the blind set up because we planned on maybe coming back later this evening, and then actually was able to pull him in. And I really honestly do not know what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever called a wild turkey, you know, out in the open, played around for maybe a couple hours at most at home. Purposely didn't even watch any videos, just kind of scratched around on a slate and a box call till it sounded good to me. And then actually we had these birds respond to probably 80% of the scratchings I made. And I think there's probably more birds behind this bird. It actually came in behind us. But we've got a bunch of rain forecast here. And me being novice, I wasn't going to blow the opportunity. So as soon as he came into view, we put him down. And I'm sure it'll show well on the footage when we review it. But we're shooting these Fiocchi golden turkeys. And number 4 in their copper plated shot. And it just absolutely dumped this bird. He did not move one iota. So with that, we're going to go take a look at him, see how good he is. I'm not a big judge of turkeys. He never did fan out, but it looked to have a fairly good beard on it. So we're going to hope it's a good mature bird here, and let's go see what we got. Well, I gotta tell you, this is pretty exciting for never having done this myself before. This would be the 4th bird I've killed, but I've had very experienced hunters with me when I've killed them, and they've done the calling, and quite honestly, I basically just did what I was told. But I gotta tell you, I'm tickled pink. And we actually caught a good break on this because we were bailing. There's no doubt about it. We were out of here. Had the stuff put in the back seat of the truck there, and was just closing the door and heard one gobble, and we retreated back to our position here. And boy, just a beautiful bird. City looks like here.